Hello friends and welcome. Today I'm going to show you how to create your own simple ghost tapestry, and of course we're going to be using a Tunisian simple stitch. I'm going to be using a background of this gray color. I know it doesn't look gray, but it's gray, and we're going to be working onto the back side of our chains. We're going to chain 20, and if you turn into your back of your chains, you're going to feel little bumps right here. And those are the bumps that we're going to work on too. We're going to skip that very first bump. If you can see, that's supposed to be the very first bump. We're going to skip it because it corresponds to this very first stitch, and this stitch always counts as one. So we're going to go straight to the second one. We're going to insert our hook, yarn over, and pull. Again, we're just going to insert our hook, yarn over, and pull onto all of these back chains all the way down our row. And all of your loops should look like this. They should all fit on your crochet hook. Of course, I am using a longer crochet hook. This is a Tunisian crochet hook, but since it's a fairly smaller project, I think you can get away with using your regular crochet hook. We're going to work onto the return pass for this row. We work forwards and we go backwards within one row. So we're going to yarn over and chain onto the very last stitch, like so. We're going to grab our yarn and pull through 2 of our stitches. And again, we're going to grab our yarn and pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, all the way down our row. And this is how it should look like. Now I'm going to show you how to do the repeat for the rest of this project. We're going to insert our hook onto that front loop of our previous row only. We're going to yarn over and pull, always counting this stitch as one. Again, only onto that front loop of our previous row. We're going to do this 2 more times for a total of 5 gray stitches, or whichever background color you're using. And now we're going to pull, or we're going to introduce our white color for our ghost. And we just insert our hook onto that front loop, yarn over with our new color, and that is it. We're going to do this for 5 stitches. I like to move my tail back and forth so that it catches with my working yarn. And now with those 5 stitches, we're going to drop this working white yarn and we're going to pick up our gray yarn. And we just move on, just continue, making sure that this back piece of yarn is nice and loose so that it doesn't warp your project. And now we're going to do our return pass, chaining 1 onto the very last stitch. We're going to yarn over and pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2 with our gray yarn. And I'll show you where to do our color change right around here. So whenever you have 2 different color stitches in your hook, I know on camera it kind of doesn't look a lot of a difference, but my second color right here is white, my first one is gray. So whenever you have 2 different color stitches in your hook, you always use that second color stitch to pull through. So in this case, we're going to drop our gray, we're going to pick up our white, we're going to yarn over and pull through that very last gray stitch and through that very first white stitch. And we're just going to grab our yarn, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2 until we have our next color switch. Again, the same rule applies. If you have two different color stitches in your hook, you always use second color stitch to pull through. So we're just going to drop our white. We're going to pick up our gray, pull through that very last white stitch and through that very first gray stitch. Pull through two, all the way down our row. And this row should look just like this. This is actually where I leave the explanation. You have your foundation chains, how to do your front row, your return pass, how to do a color change, and a color introduction. So this is essentially all you need to know about Tunisian simple stitch. Of course, down below, I leave the Pinterest pin that I'm following, or you can always take a screenshot of the picture on screen.